guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ola. I live in Nova Scotia, Canada, but I'm originally from Nigeria, West Africa. On this channel, I'll talk about immigration pathways, way to stay, and tips on how you can adjust when you come in as a temporary resident and even as a permanent resident. It's been a while. I've been busy. I've been caught up with a lot of things, but right now I'm back and I'm fully back. On today's topic, we'll be talking about your plan B to your visitor's visa. As we know, a lot of people see it as another route of relocating to Canada, US, or other countries, but I'm specifically going to talk about Canada because this is where I live and stay. So that is why I'm going to talk about Canada today. Visitor's visa, plan B. Yeah, plan B. Do you have a plan B? What is your plan? As the name connotes, visitor's visa, you're just allowed to, your interest is just to come in as a visitor, right? And probably see places, visit families or whatever it is, but it's a temporary stay. That is what it is. But then we have the option, like if you really want to stay, there are options you have that you could transit from a visitor to a worker. People have done it. A lot of people have been able to do it successfully, while there are a lot of people who are also in doubt or who find it very difficult to transit. And that is the thing. Where are the jobs? How do you get the job offers? How do you get to stay back? How do you do those things without being out of status? So those are the things you want to look at before embarking on that journey. Okay, I know a lot of people feel, okay, we have visitor's visa. I can just sell off all the things I have, all my properties, everything, relinquish everything, and then move. It's so tied to a lot of uncertainties because I don't think it's really a wise decision to take off that way. I know going to the US, I know a lot of people who went to the US with visitor's visa and they decided to stay back. You know why? Because I feel US is a bit different. People travel to the US with visitor's visa and they're able to somehow adjust. Like, you know, you have a lot of blacks there, and I don't think the immigration are so uptight. Like, when I mean, people still get jobs and find a way around it somehow, even though while they are doing that, they're trying to get their right documentations, right? But it's easier for them to get into the system. But here in Canada, it's a bit tight, I would say, because if you come in with a visitor's visa and you do not have a job, you're not able to get a job offer, it's really hard for you to stay around. How do you pay your bills? How do you live? How do you eat? How do you do those things? It's hard. Even if you think you have a family member, for how long would they be able to shield and shelter you? How long do you think they can do that? So you should have your plans and everything planned out before you embark on a journey. Okay, you're coming, and okay, let's say this is your plan. Your plan is to come in, get a job offer, apply for work permit, and then, you know, at least with work permit, you know, you're stable. You can start working and you're actually a temporary residence, like depending on how many years work permit you get. What if you're not able to get the job offer when you come in? Because, you know, the limit you can stay at a time, even if you have a 10 years visa on your passport, the limit you're allowed to stay is 6 months, right? What if you're not able to secure a job, or you don't have a job offer to enable you apply for a work permit? What do? You want to stay back and be out of status or have issues with immigration? What do you want to do? From recent happenings and from people who have been stuck in this journey, I still feel, just like I mentioned earlier, I don't think it's a go thing. Like if you're coming with a visitor visa, then you sell off everything and then you say you are relocating. No. fine. The 6 months gives you an ample time to search for a job. I have a video where I mentioned how you can search for jobs, or tools you need to actually see how you can quickly get a job before your 6 months elapses. So this is it. You're searching for a job and you're not able to find a job. I would advise you go back. Going back gives you that credibility when you're coming back again. Fine, I know it's going to cost you probably like your flight ticket. You have to go and come back and all of that, but I think it's being safe than sorry. If you think you can go back and then come back again and keep searching, or probably from the contacts you have been able to get when you go back, you keep following up on those contacts. Okay, you feel you don't want to go back, or probably you feel you have enough money. Why not apply for a study while you are in here as a visitor? You can look for, it enables you to actually search for schools like you're in here. You're able to get responses from the schools you're searching for. Look for cheap schools, but not just looking for cheap schools. Look for programs that will enable you transit, programs that are hotcakes, programs that you can be able to get job offers easily, short-term programs like certificate programs, 1 year at most. 1 year, if you can afford 2 years, fine. Get the admission, apply for the visa while you are in here, and then you can be able to move on from there. But if you think you don't have the funds to support your study here, I still feel if you cannot, or you've not been able to get a job, you should go back and then come back later. But then establish those contacts and follow up with them. Why I'm saying this is because you're just going to get so much frustrated, and you may end up regretting why you have to take why you have to do all you had to do to get there. You'll be back here, you'll be out of status, you lose touch from your family, you are very uncertain, you don't even know how to get back on track. All of that is not worth it. I understand that with the situation of things with a lot of developing and undeveloped countries, a lot of people are actually looking for a way to get out, to come to developed countries like the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and their likes. I do understand that. But all the same, you don't want to be in a place where you feel even where you left is better than the situation where you are at the moment. It is not also rosy. I know it is not, but think about it properly. And then we see a lot of people who say, oh, once I get it, I just declare asylum. Yeah, people do it. I know, even in the UK. Authorities are getting very concerned about the number and the rate of people who are coming in and declaring asylum. Are you ready to face the consequences that comes with it? You know what it means? You know what that means? Like, if you're declaring asylum, that means you're denouncing your original citizenship, right? Of course, you have a story that is verifiable, because we still see a lot of people who don't get past it and they have been asked to go back because they feel their story is not credible, is not verifiable. So you have a backup, you have a very good story to tell why you can't go back to your country, why your country is a dead zone. So what do? You declare asylum, fine. They won't refuse you. They put you where they put them, they get you an accommodation, blah, blah, blah. Maybe after a while, you get to work if you're coming with your kids. If you came with your kids get to go to school and all of that. But then you'll be bound with countless years of judicial hearing. If you're lucky, fine, you get your documents. If you're not, you're asked to go back. But even when you get your documents, you know what it means? You can't legally just go back to your country. Some people just, let's assume you're from Nigeria, you came to Canada, you declared asylum, and at the end of the day, you got your papers right, and then you need to go visit your family back home. You can't just take a flight that heads straight from here to Nigeria. Probably you go through Ghana, and then you take a bus from Ghana, or you go through all the neighboring countries around Nigeria. Because the minute you try to take a flight straight down, guy, once you get back, you are done. I have seen it happen to someone, like, as in real, after 9 years. The guy even got married to a white lady, had kids. I don't know what happened. I don't know how he lost it. As it was coming in, he was being asked to go back. They revoked everything, his permanent residency and everything. You don't want to be in that situation, do you? So if that is your plan B, you have to do your thorough work. If going to school is your plan B, you have to make those financial readiness, be financially ready. Yes, be financially ready. So it doesn't just end at getting a visitor's visa, but then what do you do if you want to stay? What do you do if you want to stay? And with the authorities, they are becoming very, very, very uptight, very serious with the scrutiny at the airport of entry. If they're not satisfied, especially if you come in as a visitor, and they're not satisfied by your reasons, fine, you have your visa, but then you don't have the permit, right? And then when you get there, the immigration at the border, they're definitely going to ask you questions. If you're lucky, probably they ask you a few. But if you get to see those ones who are really out to be sure that your reasons are valid, then just be ready for it. They are allowed to go through your phones. They check your bank details. They check your email correspondences. They check everything. Even your photos. If you have WhatsApp, they go through even your voicemail. Yeah, they go through everything. You don't have Wi-Fi, they will connect it to Wi-Fi. They will connect your phone or your laptop, whatever it is, to Wi-Fi. Just because they need to be sure. They will drill you. They will drill you. But then, that is why you still have to be ready. Some people get to even uninstall their WhatsApp and then install it back, maybe back it up somewhere in Google or wherever. And then when they come in, they reinstall it back. You are coming as a visitor. You have your first school living certificate. You have your WAEC, SSC, everything. Your BSc. You have even your master's, all your certifications. You are coming with them. And they find all those things. They'll be asking, you're coming for vacation. What are you coming for? What do you need all these things for? That's a red flag. Or you're coming, you have all the bags in the world, and you're coming to visit. You say you're coming for 2 weeks. You want to go and visit Niagara Falls. What are you doing with all of those? I would advise, even if you have to come, somebody's calling you, yeah, because you have access to like 223 kg bag luggage, and they say, please bring me a goosey, bring me a ogbono, bring me Gary. Don't carry you. Don't carry. Even if you have to have plans of staying back. Send them through cargo or something. Don't come with them. Those are red flags. Because when you say you're coming for visitor, okay, there are two ways. Is that you're coming for vacation, like as a tourist. You have sites, you have places you want to visit. Of course, you must be well funded. You have enough cash to show for it, because they will ask you how much you have, how much you're budgeting to spend in Canada, right? So you have to be very buoyant financially. Or you are coming because you got an invitation from a family member. You're coming to visit a family. Okay, that's one. At least to some extent, they're able to verify truly that you're coming. The person you're coming to see is actually a resident in Canada. They can hold that person responsible just in case anything goes off and all of that. But when you are coming, say you're coming on vacation, and you want to go here, go there, you should also be able to prove that you have the funds to do those things. You have the funds to stay, you have your hotel bookings, you have your return flight tickets, you have money for all the sightseeing you're going for your feeding and all of that. You have your medical insurance, like your health insurance, just in case you fall ill. Canada won't want to foot those bills. Your insurance should cover for it. So you should be like really, really ready for those things. So my brothers, my sisters, it doesn't just end at, oh, I have a visitor, I'm going, I'm not coming back. No, please think it through. Have your plan B. Have a backup plan. If I go and I don't find a job, what do I do? What do I do? If I decide to declare asylum, have you looked it through? If you decide to stay even when you don't get a job, are you ready to go through the consequences that comes with it? Are you ready to forfeit your family or the gap, the number of years or time that you'll not be able to connect with them? Are you ready to do those things? If you're coming and say, okay, you can even apply for studies, do you have what it takes? Even when you have what it takes, look through, check through, be sure that you're taking a program that will give you that soft landing. That will give you that soft landing. You don't want to pay thousands of Canadian dollars, and at the end of the day, you get a program and you can't even get a good job. Or you can't get a job that you can easily transit. Or you also check the province, because there are a lot of provinces who are like immigration friendly, like you're able through their PMP programs and other pilot programs that supports people, foreign workers, do you understand? Like that support foreign temporary immigrants to apply for permanent residency. Those are the things you need to look through. If you're able to check these things, then that's it. You're on your way. At this point, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like my channel, comment on the comment section, and share my video. Please share my video so that I'll be bringing back other good contents that will be very beneficial to you or to your loved one or friends or anyone who is seeking some information about immigrating to Canada. I talk about Canada because this is where I stay. Okay, thank you so much. I'm glad I am back, and I'll be back again with another interesting topic. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye-bye.